I think I'll tell you this.
Good morning, class. Assalamualaikum. Good morning, teacher. Good morning, class. Please be seated. Thank you. Thank you. Good? Yes. Good. Have you eaten your breakfast? Yes. Yes. Have you brushed your teeth? Yes. Let me see your front. Okay, actually, today, the topic that we are going to learn today has a close relation with brushing teeth. What do you think it is?
Acid base and salt.
Yes, that's right. We are going to learn acid, base, and salt for today. So, are you excited? Are you excited?
Yes.
Show me the excited face. Yes, that's right. Okay, class. I will briefly explain our objective for the lesson today. The first one is to give the definition of acid, base, and neutralization, and their properties. The second one is to give the use of acid, to explain the use of acid, base, and neutralization in daily life. Okay? Are you excited for the lesson? Okay, so let's start our class. Okay, why did I tell you guys brushing teeth has a close relation with acid and base? Why? Anyone know the answer? Okay, I think anyone haven't heard about that, right? If we don't brush our teeth, what will it be? We will have toothache, right? What the real incident behind the toothache? It's because if we haven't brushed our teeth, the waste food that will accumulate at our teeth, and it will secrete more acidic for the teeth, and it will make our teeth become more painful than before, right? Then if we use toothpaste which are considered as alkaline, we will neutralize the mouth in the acid in our mouth. So that is why we have to brush our teeth. We have to make it clean, and we have to make it healthy. Okay? So let's start our lesson. Okay, guys. Turn to page. You all have your textbook, right?
Yes.
Turn to page 150. Okay? Okay, class. What is acid? Give me the definition of acid. Okay, Akila, can you tell the class what is acid?
Chemical substance ionized in water to produce hydrogen ion separated.
Class, that's right. That's the meaning of acid. Just like Akila mentioned before, that's the actual definition of hydrogen. We have many definitions more, but for secondary school, we only use Arrhenius definition. Okay. Acid, we all know that acid comes with base. Okay, so I will tell you guys about acid first. Acid have the pH of below 7. Okay, you know pH have the range of between 0 to 14, right? And for acid, the pH is below 7. If we base, for acid, it will have sour taste. What is the example for acid that we use daily in our life? Give me one. Acid. orange in plain water, the orange will ionize. The orange will ionize in water and it will produce hydrogen ion. Okay, so acid will produce hydrogen ion. It also called as proton. Proton, the proton donor. Okay, proton donor. And also it has sticky feeling. Sometimes it has sticky feeling and sometimes it's not. But it will have sticky feeling if we touch acid things. And for acid, it will turn blue litmus paper to red. Red, yes. And it will turn red litmus paper to no, the changes. Right. Do you understand class about acid? Yes. Okay, great. Don't forget to copy down the notes that I've given and please write it in your book. Okay? Okay, next we will learn about base. Okay? Okay, since we will learn about base, Amalie, let me hear your voice. Give the definition of base.
Chemical substance that ionize in water to produce hydroxide ion.
Yes, I have mentioned that acid come with base. The properties of base is also vice versa with acid. Okay, so like Amalie have mentioned before, base will ionize in water and produce what ion? Hydroxide ion. Okay, it will produce hydroxide ion. And the pH of base is above 7. Above 7, which is 8 till 40. That is the pH of base. And it will turn the red litmus paper to blue. Yes. Okay, that's the properties of base. Give me one example of base that you use daily. Give me one. Toothpaste. Yes, that's correct. We use toothpaste and it has what we call a bitter tasting, right? Bitter tasting and have soapy feeling. Like we use soap and it will have bubble, right? That's because soap is also base. Okay. Okay, since we have learned about acid and base, next we will have a quick activity, which is pop quiz. Okay, I will divide you guys into 3 groups, so you will be prepared. Group 1, group 2, and group 3. And if you manage to answer the question, I will give some prizes. Okay? Okay, so start answering this. We only have 5 questions. Okay. The question has some tricks. It is simple question, but it has some tricks placed on it. So please answer earnestly. Okay, so we have done our first activity, half activity, not completely first, because we have one more quiz afterwards. Okay, and now we will continue to neutralization. Okay, acid, and for the base, we use sodium hydroxide. The reaction between the two will be salt and water. Sodium and chloride will mix together, and at the end will produce H2O, which is water. Okay. Sodium chloride is the table salt that we use daily in our cooking. Okay, the salt, the cooking salt, and this is what the factory use to make the table salt from. We have many important use of neutralization in our life. For example, if we are stung by a bee, we have to neutralize this the sting, right? And if we and like I said before, if we don't brush our teeth, the acid our mouth will become more acidic, right? And we will have toothache, right? And it will be more painful, and we cannot bear with it. And if we are stung by a stingray, we need to use vinegar to neutralize our wounds, to neutralize the sting, right? And some people have gastric pain, gastric problem, because in their stomach they have more hydrochloric acid because they don't use it. Okay, and that's why to release the pain, they have to consume antacid. Antacid means anti-acid, which we will use base to neutralize the acid in the stomach. Okay? Do you understand, class? Yes. Okay, great. We will go to our next activity. Okay? About neutralization. Next activity will be we will find the use of neutralization in our daily life. Identify the cause and the problem solving. Okay. For this, we will have the participant from each group, which is 3 people will come here and round the answer. Okay? Okay, who want to answer question 1 and 2? Me. Okay, good. Now, question 3 and 4? Me. Okay, good, Moise. And for the last question? Me. Okay, great. Husna, please come in front first. Okay.
If you were Christmas Day, I can give you a cup of cocoa. Even if it was cold, babe, don't worry, I'll be there for you. Every night I see you falling down.
Okay, give her a clap. Give all of you a clap. Huge. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's mark. Okay, since it already said acid soil, in order to neutralize it, we have to use base. Okay, and that's what farmers do in order to do the crop. Okay, for stomach indigestion, like I've said before, our stomach has HCl, which is a strong acid, and in order to solve the problem, we have to use the base. Okay, for B states, B and West, they are 2 of them are insects. Okay, they have really different states. For B, they have acidic state. Okay? And if we want to neutralize it, we have to use base. Every time we are stung by a bee, we have to quickly use sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide we can use, or the baking powder. Baking powder, we can use baking powder in order to neutralize the bee stings. And for the West, it is very alkaline, very basic. This thing is very basic, and we have to use acid. For example, we use vinegar to neutralize it. And for the toothache, everyone knows we have to use toothpaste, which is the base. And for the hair problem, some may have hair problems, and we have to use the shampoo, right? Shampoo is very alkaline, so we have to use base. Okay, that's right. All of you are right. Good, 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 good. Okay, now we have come to a very interesting part, which is the last part. We will play a game. Are you excited?
Yes.
Yay! Great, great, great. Okay, for our next activity, we will have 3 unknown solutions, 3 unknown water, and you have to identify the water. But before that, in order to identify the water, you have to answer 3 quizzes. Okay, and I will give the true or false card to all of you. To each group, which we will have only 2 groups, and if you answer faster than the other group, you will have the priority to choose which cup you will take, and the other group will have the other cup. Okay. For this game, the aim of this game, we will have to choose the correct water. Okay. Manage to find one or manage to find the answer, the solution, you will receive marks. You will receive points. Okay. Okay, so let's start. Okay, all of you have to taste the water. Okay, not like taste drink it. You have to taste it by the litmus paper. Okay, I will give all of you the litmus paper. So please answer the question quickly. Okay. The first question is, boric acid is a type of acid produced by our muscles when exercise. True or false? Okay, since 2 of the groups answer same answer, you have to deal it with play rock, paper, scissors. Okay? Stop. Rock, please choose. Yes, please choose from each 3. Please choose either one. Which one do you want? This one? This one, okay. Please disinfect. Thank you. One. Yes. For the question earlier, both of the groups answer it wrong. It is false. Boric acid did not excrete when we exercise. The acid that we excrete when we exercise is called, from our muscle, is called lactic acid. Okay, not boric acid. Okay. And for the second question, acid with a low pH and bases with a high pH are considered very dangerous. True or false? 1, 2, 3. Okay. the answer is true. It is very dangerous. If the acid with low pH, which is between 1 to 3, it is considered as strong acid. Okay, strong acid. And for the base with high pH, which is 8 till 14 or 10, 14, okay, it is considered very dangerous. Alright, please come to the front and pick one of the cup. Please do so. Okay. For the last question, please answer. After being stung by a stingray, we should apply salt on the stung area. True or false? 1, 2, 3. Okay, the answer is false. We have to apply vinegar. Okay, please come to the front and pick one of the vinegar. This one, okay. Okay, group 2, don't be sad because if they pick the wrong cup, you still have your chance. Okay, so the one of the participants, please come here. Okay, since you have answered this one, which litmus paper will you choose? So you have your litmus paper and please pick wisely the litmus paper and dip into the solution that you have chosen. Okay? Okay, so the first one is between vinegar and plain water. Vinegar is acid and it will turn blue litmus paper to red. Okay, so you pick 1, 2 and please dip at the same time. 1, 2, no, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Which one is? Yes, I'm sorry. They have the victory. So, no, we have to choose the plain water. We have to choose the plain water. Yes, you choose it correctly. Okay, sorry. Okay. Okay, next is you have to choose between coffee and fish sauce. Okay, coffee is yes, it is base, it is alkaline, and it will turn red. Yes, red litmus paper to blue. Okay, so use red litmus paper. Group second base because they have choose the coffee. Okay, next one we have to find between starch water and baking powder water. Okay, what is the properties between those two? Starch is neutral, okay, and baking powder is base. So we have to use red litmus. Yes, red litmus paper and it will turn to blue. Yes, for baking powder water. Okay, so please take one. And Amani got it. Got it wrong. The answer is starch. This is the starch water. This is turned to blue, and you can see this is the baking powder, right? Okay, thank you. Okay, that's all our lesson for today. Do you understand? Do you have any question for today? For today's lesson? No. Okay, that's great. Means that you all understand what I just teach. And can you conclude what we have learned today? Give me the properties of acid.
Acid pH below 7, aqueous solution composed of pH hydrogen ions, sour tasting, sticky, turn blue litmus paper to red.
Okay, that's great. And for the base, can Diana tell me the properties of base? Okay? Okay, you can please stand up. Diana, can you please be louder, please, and tell me the properties of base once again. Then red newspaper to blue. Yeah. Class, please turn to page 160. 160. And that will be your homework for next week. Okay, and we will meet again next week. And don't forget to do your exercise based on acid and base and visualization. Okay, do you have fun today?
Yes.
Thank you for participating. And please don't forget your class for next week. And please stay safe. Okay, thank you. Class dismissed.
이른 아침 작은 새들 노랫소리 들려오면 언제나 그랬듯 아쉽게 잠을 깬다.